Life is set on a right direction by great leaders, teachers, trainers, and parents. And there are master facilitators, master behavior trainers. There are soft skills mentors who can guide us. Take the youth to a new direction, to the right direction, filled with spirituality and light, and making life balanced. That's Sandhya Sheshadri. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Sunny. So, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. And I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate you as well. I have been watching your videos on LinkedIn. Amazing message. With small things, anything ranging from a charger, a water bottle, a cup or a mug, anything and everything, Sunny will relate it to positivity. I am a fan of you. So I would certainly like to use those ideas, tricks in my training. So I would like to seek your permission for that. So such simplicity, communicating impactful message. That is what I appreciate in you. Anybody and everybody can understand, including a small kid too. Anybody who would love to be positive, that is, we can learn by Sunny's videos. Amazing.
It is all the magic of the blessings of elders, parents, gurus. Yes. And I'm feeling rich, and as though it is my interview. I'm treated like a chief guest, but I'm supposed to be the host. So you please tell us, what is the magic you got from your parents?
The very being of me is because of my parents. I mean, we study we start our lessons by learning that mother is the first God and mother is the first teacher. So my mother has been very kind, and she has been motivating me in all phases of my life. So a big thank you to my parents, to my brother, to my son, to my friends, to my colleagues, to my bosses, and people like Sunny who spread happiness, who spread smiles. Um, without expecting anything in return. So this is what my journey has been. Well, we could say that there are many people who's trying to pull you down, but I would say that there are as many people who will help you at your trying times. So it's just that, you just have to believe the blessings that you have, the grace you have.
Oceans of love and grace from the Lord, from the sky, from heavens, comes in all packages every day, every heartbeat. Is my Wi-Fi on? That's simple. And you made it look so simple. Yes, the support system and infinite grace, choices, blessings flow effortlessly every day, daily, in the form of every person we meet, every situation we face, every object we have, and this priceless body, mind, and intellect. Yes, we are all receiving, whether we like it or not. But if we can appreciate it and feel it, then we'll have a bigger smile. Thank you. It was amazing to see that you have a great support system and you are filled with miracle life, blessing life, beautiful life. And it will continue forever because it is a lifetime contract. Yeah. So moving ahead, your qualifications are awe-inspiring. You have built yourself so much like a great trainer. to give the best. So please tell us about your certifications, your priceless lessons, and how do you transfer it with your magic?
Sure. So started with my boss. I would like to name him Mr. Sampath Iyengar, uh, who was the CEO when I was working with a company called Blue Tiger. So I was a trainer there, and when he took lessons, I also sat in his class because I would love to attend anybody's class. Like we watch in Three Idiots, right? Like jahan pe bhi gnan hota hai, you just sit and you take it in. So he told that he was telling students that 10% of your income and 10% of your time should be invested in your learning. I took that very seriously. So I started my journey from there. So he used to hand over a book to me, and he used to tell, Sandhya, I need the presentation on this book. So I would ask him, sir, when? He says, tomorrow. So that is how I cultivated the habit of reading. So as I mentioned, I have been very blessed to get wonderful bosses who always believed in me, who always encouraged me, and that is how I learned whatever I have learned today. And also the role of my students. So whatever projects I have done on fulfilling part of the certification, so I have got inspiration from my students. To give you an example, I was working on designing a interview process. So that was part of one of the certification program. So then I was also mentoring Amrita Center for Entrepreneurship Club. So we were taking interviews for the new executive roles for the club. So there are various roles, like some will work on the posters, some will go and meet people, like various roles like in a company, right? So then I usually take suggestions from people, like how can we do this, because rather than one mind, several minds coming together really brings in that effect. So my students told, ma'am, if somebody is designing a brochure or a certificate, why should they go through the process of group discussion or anything that involves communication? Because they may not be good in group discussion, but they may be good in designing, which
True.
is what they are expected to do. So let them design. We'll give them a theme and let them do that. So whoever wants to be on the other side, we'll take them through the other process of interview. Such a wonderful and simple idea. I was thinking why companies are not following this, because
No.
what I have observed through these years of my experiences, any job role, everybody goes through the same kind of selection process. In fact, I have been rejected in about 7 companies. So those days when I started my career, call center was a lucrative job. So
Yes.
I was rejected by 7 companies because I had to talk on one of the topics for 1 minute, which I could not. I was always so nervous and thinking, okay, what to talk? So first of all, nervous because I am an interview. And secondly, to gather those thoughts and present it across. That was so challenging. But again, as I mentioned, one of the trainers, so I got into a company called GE. So there I told, so one of the trainers was taking communication skills, and I told her, see, I'm not comfortable talking this 1 minute. How do people do that? So she said, okay, come here. Like, I'll not be able to do it. So she said, just come here. And she started asking me some questions. So I started answering those questions, and she said, we have spoken for about 5 minutes. And I couldn't believe it was so easy. I didn't realize. So, that's the journey where I thought, see, there are so many people who help others build
Yes.
their confidence, build their skills. So I thought, I want to help. Someday I want to help others. So that ignited the spark, I would say. Yeah.
Yes. And we can see that you're creating a difference. And your motto goes, create a difference to embrace life. So, how do you do that? And what is your advice for us?
Yeah. Well, as I am not a very great person. I am a very normal being, right? So I have gone through trying times in my life, and that is a blessing. So when we are in trying times, we'll be, oh God, why me, why me? But once you cross those moments, you realize that you have learned so much through the process.
Which
So,
no school
to
can
give an
teach, no
example,
books can teach.
to give you an example, story of a salt doll. Okay, this salt doll has traveled thousands of miles, and it wants to discover itself. So it comes across a massive sea, amazing sea, wonderful sea. And it stands at the edge of the sea and asks the sea, hey, you look so magnificent. What are you? So the sea is like, with a big smile, invites the salt doll, why don't you come in and experience for yourself? So the salt doll gets in, and it gets it gets dissolved in the water. So there's just a little piece left, and the salt doll says, wow, now I know myself. So when we immerse into something, we discover ourselves. So the journey of the trying times, you discover your strengths. That is what I have understood. And you go and check any leadership workshops. What are they doing there? They are focusing on all the times that you faced challenges. How did you handle them? Be it psychology, be it leadership, anything. You all of a sudden realize, see, it is all you. The trainer is not doing anything. That is why they call facilitators, right?
Yes.
So you all of a sudden discover, oh my God, oh, I have handled these kind of situations. So I can handle these kind of situations. So that is all about it. I hope I answered your question, and I probably it
You
was a
are
very
so.
lengthy answer.
No, you are very, 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 very inspiring. You're a great storyteller. And you really took me into that ocean, helped me immerse myself to discover myself, immerse myself to lose my rigid ego. And I felt that was happening, it was melting. So, this is a priceless lesson, a life lesson, a relationship lesson, a workplace conflict resolution lesson, and lots more. That's your magic. And you're reaching out to 10,000s of colleges, students, corporate houses, and you're doing amazingly well. What is life in one word?
Beautiful.
What is life skills in one word?
The very being of you.
What is training in one word?
Helping.
What is behavior training in one word?
Well, I'm afraid that I'll not be able to give you an answer in one word when it comes to behavior, because it may be the same situation. Now, Sunny is smiling, Sandhya is talking some stories. So, for some, it may be inspiring. For some, it may be, oh, the same old thing, or it's so boring. So, the same situation, right, can be perceived in very different ways, depending on what is my value, um, the environment I was raised in, the
Yeah.
people whom I'm friends with, the people around me. All those things matters, is what I feel.
Beautiful package it is. A divine package it is. So, yes, it was a wrong question, Sunny. One word is not possible. Don't ask one word answers. Going for PhD. Dr. Sandhya Sheshadri. Yes, ma'am. So, now coming to your happiest moments. What are those? You can share 5.
Well, see, in one of the workshops I went, the leadership workshop, they asked, when were you happy the last time? And that is when I realized that it's been long. So, so every moment is happy. So I, like Sunny relates everything to positivity, I relate it to learning. Every moment, I learn something new. So, also, this I would like to mention. Unfortunately, I do not remember the name of the student, but I had given a question to BTech students, what inspires you? So, one of the girls had written every atom, and I learned every atom inspires me. So that is when I realized that there is something to learn from everything, each person, either how to be or how not to be. So we have all these mythological characters, or I mean, we have our phones, we have anything and everything, right? So it all comes in a package, be it Sandhya, be it Sunny, be it this laptop, be it anything. So there are some pros, there are some cons. So just accept the way it is what I have learned. And
Amazing.
being happy, being thankful every moment for what I have, for what
Yes.
I am blessed with. And I was listening to, or probably reading some book where, yeah, I think it's Atomic Habits. Recently, I read that book. So the author says, James Clear, that whenever you are feeling very jealous, stop looking at the social media. You know, there are so many photographs posted there. Hey, how, all those things. We don't know what is happening in the background, right? It could be just that photograph, which is looking amazing on the screen. But what's happening in the background? We don't know. So at the moment, I have clothes to wear, I have shelter on my head, I have food to eat, I have people to be with, to share my thoughts, my feelings. Be happy.
Super happy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Every minute spent with you is priceless. Yes, we all learn in the company of wise. And God sent you, and you are on a mission. And it's a grand mission beyond self. And these priceless lessons are invaluable. So, yes, it will reach many, many, many millions through you. You are an instrument. Thank you for helping us realize lot of life lessons, truths, simple and powerful. No heavy jargons, no heavy words. That's your magic. Thank you so much, Sandhya. More power
Yeah,
to you,
again,
more blessings to you.
thank you, Sunny. I have learned the simplicity from people like Sunny and the current founder of our company, Tech Vocation, Tony Thomas. Probably, I don't know, I don't have a count how many companies he has found. And he is very simple. And when we design the training, that is the first thing that he tells: be simple, simplicity. Because the more jargons, the more like people get, oh, it's all going on my head. So, they'll close. So when it is simple to understand, like, okay, what next? Just like that salt
Yes,
doll, me get
yes.
immersed into something I want to learn. Thank
Truly,
you so much for this opportunity. Thank you. You keep inspiring. You keep spreading smiles. Stay blessed. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you once again.